Good day, good assisting. Brent here. I want to talk about prospecting workshop today, different types of ways that we can actually prospect for our clients and actually to build a effective pipeline. So when it comes down to prospecting, first things first, it's not selling, it's the art of finding somebody. So there's many different ways we can actually find our prospects. First being, you could talk about the phones, we can pull lists. It's a great way to actually get a bunch of numbers right off the bat, but it's one of many different techniques. So you can find different ways like Yellow Pages, 411, Google search, organizations like Homestars, Renovation Find out of the West Coast, EIEI Home. There's so many different places you can find them. So that's one aspect that you can find for prospecting, right? You've got three different types of prospects that you're looking for. You've got your cold, warm, and hot leads. I find with the cold calling, this is more for pulling lists. You don't have much information on the person, maybe a name of the person, contact number, and that's about it. So other ways that we found very effective for prospecting has been walking into businesses. Organizations like going into real estate offices, they have a lot of contacts that are in there, so business cards, grab the cards. Bakeries, coffee shops, little boutique places. These places usually have about a business clientele base that come in through the doors, and they usually leave their business cards behind. Now, the reason why they're leaving their business cards behind is they want people to call them. They're looking for business. So it's a great way to open up the line of communication between you and the person that could be a potential customer with you by saying, hey, I've found you at, Nell's Bakery, or I found you at this local coffee shop that was off of Eglinton, and whatever it is. So I find great place to go look for it. Another good place to find prospects would be supply shops like Sharon Williams, Benjamin Moore, Cloverdale, paint shops, or places that sell lumber, places that sell landscaping supplies. If they don't have cards, talk to the representative that's there. Most likely they are going to have a couple of contacts that you can get in touch with, right? So when it comes down to business, I always say if I'm going to walk in, I'm going to spend any kind of money, I want to walk out with money as well, right? So get these cards. They are warm leads. You have a story behind it. Usually you'll have the company owner's name, the number, personal cell phone number, even an address, even if you wanted to walk into it. So that's a very good way that you can actually approach on some good prospecting. Now, I know in Mississauga we have people like Tehran, Margaret, as well as Farah. They're actively out there looking for businesses, and they found that there's a couple of sales a week that come in from that. So rather than just making the cold calling, focus on getting out to the businesses. You don't have to be at your desk. You don't have to make calls all day long. The other thing too as well, if you have a long commute that you're driving with, you find you're caught in gridlock, rush hour traffic, and you've got your phone on hand, look around, see what trucks are available that actually have their decals on it, their numbers on it. Take a picture, right? You don't have to call them right away, but get in the habit of taking 15, 20 pictures, and then when you've got that pipeline built up, give them a call, right? So these people put decals out there, they've committed their time to their business, they're actually spending money on their business. It's worth to give them a call. It's a great hot lead, and just say, hey, I found you on the highway, right? I thought it would be a great opportunity for us to work together. So focus your attention on the B2B aspect as well, aside from the phone calls. Thirdly, networking events, trade shows and events. There's organizations like Business Network International all over Canada, out of Calgary, Edmonton, Winnipeg, Toronto, Vaughan, Mississauga. There's tons of BNI events as well. These people are professional networkers. It gives you a great opportunity to get in front of 15 to 25 people, right? So this allows it so that you can promote what you're doing, find out what they're doing, let them know that we're looking for all kinds of service providers. We're a network that's connecting people. Other networking groups like the Chamber of Commerce, Business Over Breakfast, local places, even Meetup. So if you guys download the app, you'll find networking events that are happening in local coffee shops where these guys are hosting their events 6 o'clock, 6:30, sometimes lunch meetings, sometimes it might be breakfast as well. But if you talk to your respective manager and say, hey, I've got a networking event that I'm going to this week, they would not be opposed to it because it gives you an opportunity to get in front of a bunch of people, and it will turn into sales. We found it very effective through, Tyler showed me this as well. I've been to a lot of BNI meetings. I've made a lot of money doing it as well. Chamber of Commerce, and even just the local meetup groups. So focus your emphasis on networking. Commit yourself to at least one networking event a week. If not, you're missing the boat. Also as well, go online, look up websites like Eventbrite. They have a lot of events that are happening throughout the city. It could be local pet show, mom and tot show, some little events that are happening. These guys have vendors. It's a great opportunity. If you're spending $5-10, go in there, grab a coffee, walk around, pick up cards, talk to the business owners themselves. You can even arrange same-day meetings, or not same-day meetings, meetings within the next couple of days through that meeting that you met there that day. Now keep in mind, if they're busy, you might have to wait a week, you might have to wait 2 weeks. Really depends on how busy they are. But if you go in there, you will find them. It's a great opportunity for you guys to do it. Prospecting through, even sitting down at a Tim Hortons, right? You know, having a coffee throughout the day, throughout the evening. You can go in. There's people that are walking in, trades guys. If you see paint on their shirts, talk to them. Say, hey, I'm looking for a painter. Let me grab a card from you, right? So if you're seeking that opportunity, you will find it. Also as well, looking at the billboard campaigns, right? You know, every time you pick up the newspaper, coffee news, right? These people are advertising their businesses, right? It gives you a great outlet. They're spending upwards, $1,000, $2,000, depends on what print advertising there is. But these guys are spending money because they want people to call them. So, right? Get those local coffee news. Get that local newspaper. Get that local 411 book, right, or Yellow Page book. You will find money in there as well. And the other side of it too, as well, is referrals. Right? Businesses that are coming in through the doors that seek the opportunity, even if they don't buy, they know people, right? When you're picking up the phone and you're talking to somebody and say, I'm too busy this year, if they can't take on any more work, next question you should ask them is, well, who do you know that's taken on work, right? I'm looking for somebody that I can work with here. I'm looking for a good person. Who would you recommend, right? Get that name, get that number, and call them up and say, listen, this is a person that recommended me. It's a hot referral, right? Because if they're referring them out, it means that they're looking for business. They've got a point of contact, which is the previous company that you called. They're going to be excited about it. They're going to work with you. Networking events, the same thing, right? It's a hot lead. People are dedicating their time out of their day to actually meet with you. So that means that they're committed and they want to spend that kind of money. Other than that, don't leave any stone unturned. Right, you want to make sure that everywhere that you go, you want to keep an eye out, right? See that business card, see that person with a shirt that has a logo on it, right? This is an opportunity for you to get in front of them. It could potentially turn into money, right? Even if you drive up your local area where you live in a residential area, if you go up and down the street, you will see signs. Right, you will see real estate signs, you'll see landscaping signs, you'll see roofing signs, right? You'll see businesses that are actually out there doing the work as well. Take the time, get out there, grab a card, even talk to them, book a meeting at the same time. If you're not doing that, then you're limiting your opportunity, your chances, right? The thing about sales is you can put yourself out there towards one avenue, which would be the phones, but if you put yourself out there in 5 or 6 different avenues, you're going to get 1 or 2 from here, 1 or 2 from there, 1 from here, maybe 1 from another one. And it's going to increase your chances of being more successful, getting more sales, and getting ahead, right? So don't limit your opportunity. Focus on the task at hand, and always remember that there's business on every single corner, every single street, every single avenue. So I can't stress it enough. Prospecting is great. Keep doing it. Fill your pipeline up. Always be in contact with people, and you'll be successful. So, happy hunting, guys. Wish you guys all the best. Go get assist.